Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? I'm going to suggest something really uncomfortable. A lot of the RPG players that get mad when their characters fail, they're not mad because of the system or because they wanted to win. It's upsetting because this failure exposes just how little control we have over anything. Some players put a lot of weight onto their character concept. This guy is a legendary tracker, or an unbelievable investigator, or second to none with the blade. Then they get into the game and they're rolling dice. And the dice don't care about your narrative. And what we're going to look at in this video is the fact that that narrative was built prematurely, even if your character has an incredible skill level. There's a moment that breaks a lot of players. Their character has an 85% chance in a skill. This is their wheelhouse. This is their specialty. This is what they're known for. And they roll and they fail. Now, mechanically, that's fine. It's inevitable this is going to happen sometimes. But emotionally, it feels all wrong. And this is where things get really interesting, because all of a sudden we're talking about our core beliefs as a human being, not just the game world, but the real world. There's a meritocracy mindset that pervades a lot of our cultures and basically says, if I work hard enough, if I persist long enough, if I put in enough effort, if I have enough skill, if I do the right things, then I should succeed. You don't have to look very far to find that mindset in real life. But the thing is, that belief isn't rational. It's psychological, and it's deeply comforting. So, when the dice contradict that internal narrative, when we're playing a role-playing game, it feels like betrayal, and it's also extremely disconcerting. There's a lot of justification around using metacurrency to re-roll or even guarantee success. It smooths out randomness. It helps players shape the story. It keeps competent characters competent. But there's a deeper truth. Metacurrency protects players from the emotional discomfort of randomness. It gives them the ability to try harder in a mechanical sense. It satisfies this belief that if I invest more, I should get a better outcome. And it ends up protecting a narrative in the player's head, not just a narrative in the fictional situation. Here's where a lot of the real psychology lies. We hate not being in control. It is terrifying. The world is a scary, unpredictable place, and we do everything in our power to be able to control our own little reality. We cling to things like routine and predictability, formulas, guarantees, systems, or narratives where effort equals success. Dice blow that up because they say you could do everything right and still fail. And to me, dice are probably the most reliable indicator or model of what the real world is actually like. What we're really dealing with isn't a game problem, it's an existential problem. We accept that meritocracy mindset, but then something different actually happens in real life. Things like acquiring skills and putting a lot of effort into it and really persisting at it, all of these things make success far more likely, but they do not guarantee it. The improbable happens from time to time. The incredible football team loses to the underdogs and nobody can understand why. Or you get somebody like me that's flailing around on a basketball court. I don't play basketball, but every once in a while, somebody like that actually makes a three-pointer by accident. Can I repeat it? No. But it can happen. You don't have to play RPGs for very long before you see that happen. The really competent person, well, they fail at this clutch moment. But the novice, well, somehow they managed to do this thing. How'd they do that? It was dumb luck. That's actually very realistic. That's how the real world works. We think that effort and competence equals predictability, equals destiny, and it does not. You can do everything right, and it doesn't work out for you. Everything we do in real life and in the game influences the odds. Yeah, we can develop more skill. We can work harder. We can put in the effort. We can put in the focus. It doesn't guarantee success. It just makes it a lot more likely. But sometimes, well, things happen. And the truth is, there are so many things that are out of our control in both situations. The only things that I can control are how I act and how I react to certain situations. Everything else, every little random thing, every other person, every random gust of wind or little pebble on the sidewalk that you trip over, all of that is completely beyond your control. Competence is real, effort is real, but so is randomness. The sooner you accept that as a player and as a human being, the more satisfying your games and your life become. If you want to support the channel, liking and subscribing and even throwing me some bucks on super thanks, that's all appreciated. It really helps me out. I really want to make this other video about the real life implications of this. But I want to know your thoughts about this. What have you experienced with this? Is this something that resonates with you in one way or another? Did this make you angry? Did you nod your head in agreement? Let me know it all. Thanks a lot for watching.